Clements Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review on New Year's Day. Today is January 1st, and I'm wishing you all a happy 2024 this year. I'm hoping this will be a wonderful year. And we've got a wonderful beer here. I'm going to a classic here in Oregon, Block 15 Brewery. They just put out amazing stuff very consistently, and this is Hoppy New Year. This promises to be a good one. This actually, I noticed, I didn't read any place, but I noticed on the back that they actually use some hop oils in this too. And there's some well-known beers out there, I won't mention names, Pliny the Elder, that have used hop oils in their beers. This one also has some late additions where they used Azacca, Citra, Amarillo, and Mosaic. Those are four of my favorite hops. And they actually use an English ale malt, which is interesting. So this is 8.8% ABV. I don't know what the IBUs are. I'm sure they're up there. Let's get into it. I'd like to thank some of my consistent watchers like Jay Gar and SJ Poor and Mike at the Dean's List. They're on here frequently. And another shout out to Josh and Gary that are going to be opening up Chubby Mermaid Brewing down in Florida. Well, let's take a look at this beer. Man, look at that frothy white head. I love it. This is not a hazy. Yay. Sorry about that, but yeah, I need some regular beers. That's a beautiful golden color with a little bit of an orange hue to that. Let's get the nose. The biggest one that's coming through right now is grapefruit, and like a pithy grapefruit, you know, some of that, not the rind, but the pithy part, the white part as well. But there's more citrus on it than just that. There's definitely some tropical action going on. And a little bit of stone fruit. It's like a light hint of like a peach stone fruit on there. The tropical is a little harder to pick out. There's like hints of papaya, but there's something else on there too. I'm not quite sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on in. Cheers. Oh, it's immediately putting a smile on my face. I'll tell you that much. Oh yeah, and one of the things I like on this, it's so far I'd say it's about a medium body, but it's like a semi-dry. It starts drying out on the palate. I wouldn't quite call it crisp, but it's someplace between that crisp and just like a smooth mellow beer. So, and that dryness coming, oh, now here comes the pine and the resin. Oh, on the back side, and it's starting to hit the back of the throat. I love that. But it's not like overplayed, but we'll see how it builds. And then as it dries out, you really get that pine and resin quality all over your whole tongue. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Okay, on that sip, I had a few things hit me. I got some tangerine quality coming through. I was getting tropical. I got like some mango quality coming off of that. Wow, it is just exploding with different flavors on my tongue. I'm loving this. Wow. Oh, God, where do I even start? So definitely the tangerine for me. The tangerine's there. Still got that pithy grapefruit type quality going on. But I'm just getting blasted with some other high citrus just background, which I'm not sure. Maybe some orange even. But on the orange, it's more that orange rind, I would say. But the tropical's just like bursting. You've got like a splash of pineapple coming in. Just some hints of that papaya. Nice little bit of the mango on there. Boy, they're all fighting to take the front in terms of the flavor on this. This is kind of fun. It's a little bit cool out here, of course. It's winter. And I'm going to let this warm some. I'll see if I can warm it up. And then we'll go on. We'll see if anything else jumps out, and we'll give this a rating. Well, we've got some people celebrating New Year by taking flight school. All right, so here I am. But before we get back to this beer, I've got to say a couple things. I mean, it is New Year's Day, and to me, that is college football. And of course, I'm a huge Oregon Ducks fan. That's right, down there in Eugene. I've got some good friends down there in Eugene. Hey, John and Sandy. And they own a couple pizza places down there. But I tell you what, I got to do a couple more shout outs. First for my Ducks. I mean, I'm sorry, Liberty University. But you didn't have a chance today. I think they got 6 points. Oh, that was sad for them. But great team. And I got to say that Bo Nix is a class, just a class guy. And I look forward to seeing him in the pros. And then right now we've got Michigan playing Alabama. And it's 7-7. I thought Michigan would be up a little bit more than that, but it's going to be an exciting game. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, Washington State, who, you know, the matchup with us and Washington State just was not where I wanted to be. But I think they would have been a better matchup for some of these games that Washington's going to face. But I wish them all the best, and I'll be watching tonight. All right. So, a couple more shout outs, though. A couple more. I got to say a big shout out to my friend Carl, who's been over here before at KO Brewing. And then Paul at PA Brew News. I've been a friend of Paul's for many years, and we've actually gotten to meet a few times. He's been in the house here, too. And also to Mark Grick. Mark is a wonderful man. And we got to meet in Philadelphia, and he tuned me into the best sandwich across the nation, which was in the Reading Railroad station there. That was wonderful. And another one to Dippy. Dippy's been a long-time viewer for Dippy. And a few new ones, real quick, would be the Harlem Greatest. I'm trying to remember, that is Casey C. And then there's also Optical Sewer, which is a very interesting name you're going to have to explain to me. And that's Mark Warburton. So anyway, a few shout-outs, but I appreciate everyone that watches. And so this is a great beer. If you have an opportunity, grab this. They still have some locally here, I know, in downtown Hillsboro at the Hops. Had to let another plane go by, but it's Noble Hop in downtown Hillsboro. And cheers to Linny Poo, but she knows who she is. All right, so anyway, as far as this beer goes, wow, I'm really enjoying it. And I'm glad I have another can set aside, and I'm glad I can top off. So it's warmed some, and in the nose, I am getting more of the passion fruit, I would say. That has really picked up on the tropical side. I haven't picked up a lot on the other tropical qualities on it, but I would say that the passion fruit is kind of a balanced thing in there. I would say that in terms of the citrus, that more pithy grapefruit side is balanced, not a rind, but the pithy part, the white. Those are staples in the background. The stone fruit is picked up now, where it was just a hint of it there. I get more stone fruit, but that goes up and down based on how much of a kick of the pine and pine resin I get. But those are really staples in there. The mango aspect is toned down. Sometimes I'm picking up more on the passion fruit side. The pineapple has kind of gone out of the equation altogether. It still lightly dries out on the palate, and sometimes as you get more, you drink more consistently and the bitterness builds, it changes some of that the complexity of that. But I would say that has been very balanced actually all the way through. As far as Imperial IPAs, deepas if you will, this is one that's very well made. It's not a hazy, it's none of that nonsense. It is just a clean, well-designed beer, and it's very good. This, to me, kind of jumps up into the quality level of Sticky Hands. So in terms of style, how do I rank this? I'm bouncing between a 94 and a 95, and I always go against grain a little, another brewery. So, you know, I'm gonna go up to the 95. Don't be a snob. This is a great beer. I mean, anytime you could bring in some beautiful resin and pine, but balance it out throughout the different temperatures, and anytime that you can go in and bring in tangerine and different, you know, grapefruit, I mean, citrus qualities, you can bring in some stone fruits, hello, and bring in a bunch of tropical and balance the thing with slightly dry, which is wonderful for me. I mean, there's just too many really wonderful qualities in this beer. This is going to be a 95. It just is edging into that world-class type of stratosphere. And I love my Deepas. Block 15. You've done it again. Overall, I'm going to go 94. I'm going to stick it right close there. It is a excellent beer. It's edging on the world class. And why not? It's Block 15. They make some incredible beers. Block 15 out of Corvallis, Oregon. You know, I would drink pretty much anything that they would make, I think, you know. And most things I drink more than once. They make fabulous beers, both on the dark side and on the hoppy side. And this is Kevin at Clemens Home for saying life's too short to drink cheap beer. I'll see you on the next beer review. You could probably still find this. Cheers.